It is through the fear of God. You say, could I? And he's holding cigarettes like that. And you could, your conscience goes, and you hear, you shouldn't. And you say, don't worry. It's the fear of God that makes you turn away. That thing that makes you turn away. That thing that makes you have the chance. And the girl herself is smiling at you. And even came and leaned on you and put her hand on your shoulder and leaned against you. It's the fear of God that makes you stand up and move away. It is the lack of fear of God that makes you stay there and say, what? And we know how that may end. The lack of fear of God. The extent to which you fear God is the extent to which you turn away from evil. The way the fear of God works is like the Lord is, when you read in Psalm 16, he says, I've set the Lord before me. Tells you he's at my right hand. I won't be moved. I won't be moved in the direction of wrongdoing. I know you would like to interpret it. I won't be moved by the enemy. Yes, it's the same thing. Which enemy? Because you think I won't be moved into poverty. I won't be moved into an accident. I won't be moved out of my good accommodation. I won't be moved from my promotion, from my, great opportunities. That's what you're thinking of. You won't be moved. No, you won't be moved from the path of righteousness. You have to know what matters to God. All the time, people don't seem to understand how things work. What is it you're not moved from? We always, again, with the typical selfish, childish, immature version of popularized Christianity. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Don't tell me your interpretation was not, nothing will shake me from how God blessed me. That's not what it means. You can be in a position and you're moved. Joseph was the chief of staff for the house of Potiphar. When it was time for him to be moved, he was moved downwards into a prison. It was God's will. God, in human eyes, he went down. In God's eyes, he went up. He went from training how to manage a wealthy household to training how to manage in difficult circumstances. Because as the assistant ruler of Egypt, or even the ruler of all Egypt, as he said, he was going to oversee Egypt, a whole country, during a time of great abundance, and after that he would oversee during a time of great famine. He needed the training. God was sending him to do his courses in abundance and lack, abounding and abasing. He had the ability, whether in abundance or in lack, to be contented. He was okay. He needed the training. There was no error in Potiphar's wife accusing him. There's no way he could have escaped it. If you're used to all those messages that tell you how you can escape getting into problems with Potiphar's wife, I am sorry, except God is not working out his plans in your life. If for every negative thing you've ever read in the Bible, they try to tell you can escape all. If you escape all, you never fulfill destiny. Do you mean to tell me if you're in secondary school or university or any tertiary institution, you went in negative circumstances? You didn't stand on a line for a long time under the sun? Weren't you uncomfortable? Didn't it rain and rain you into a building and you had to wait for 2 hours before being able to go back to the hostel and it was so cold? Those are negative circumstances, please. And you take it as normal in the journey of trying to call it self-realization or career pursuits. You take it as normal. You said, yes, there's nothing you go through that is not difficult. Our Musan, that just won the world record, was in constant negative circumstances. When she wakes up while you are sleeping and runs and practices, she lives with negative circumstances. The path to success is negative circumstances. Difficulty, stress, muscle pull. That's in the physical. It's in the spiritual that we think nothing should happen. No, you're just going to end up being a spiritual giant. Oh, come on, you're just going to know the Bible. When the enemy comes against you like a flood, you go like this, be gone. My Father owns the land. King Jesus owns the land. No space for the devil here. Be gone. My Father owns the land. Till you found that it doesn't work. You came into Christianity newly. Unfortunately, most people don't know it doesn't work. They've been told, no, you're fine. Don't you have a good job? Oh, I have a job. How much are they paying you? They're paying me 350 now, but I'm hoping I'll soon have my promotion. They'll pay me up to 450, and plus other perks in the new office. I'm going to be soon assistant manager. Ah, wow. Okay, yeah. Well, the only thing is this my weakness, and my weakness is with boys. But things are fine. It's just this my weakness. You don't understand. Things are not fine. You're being defeated in the exact place the devil wants you defeated. The primary place of being defeated is not financial. It's spiritual. And it's this constant turning of things upside down that bothers me so deeply in the body of Christ. All the messages, the endless teachings and emphasis on how God needs to protect you from accident, protect you from childlessness, protect you from every major individual in the Bible that laid the foundation for our faith after the flood was barren. Is it Abraham or is it Isaac? Jacob's Rachel had no child, and she was the primary wife, the wife of promise, the equivalent of Sarah. Not Leah, not Zilpah, not Bilhah, but she came last, because the first shall be the last. Scriptures must be fulfilled. It is the way of the God whose ways are past finding out. So it says, I've placed the Lord before me. This NIV here says, I keep my eyes always on the Lord. That's the point. So while that girl is in front of you, while that guy is there tempting you, while what you're keeping before your face is the Lord. Let's pretend the Lord is like a picture, and you're in front of him, but he's keeping this before him. He superimposes the Lord on her. So instead of seeing the pretty girl, he puts the Lord there. Always, no matter where you turn, the Lord is before you. What's the result? With him at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. I shall not be moved. Moved, not just from the happy blessings, but moved from the paths of righteousness, from doing what is right. You think God is obsessed or that concerned about your being moved from your prosperity? Didn't Job teach you anything? I had said I would die in my prosperity. Nothing will ever happen. Did it happen? Does it happen? You want to start from the beginning? Adam, who? You want to pick someone good? Tell me who was comfortable, that God did not move.